Welcome to Stephen Mason, who is one of our keynote talks this year. He's also co-editor of Electronic Evidence and Electronic Signatures in its 5th edition, which is an open source resource. Welcome, Stephen, and thanks for agreeing to talk at EuSpRIG 2024.
Thank you, Simon. As you will know, and others who may be familiar with EuSpRIG conferences, I was invited to speak at the 2017 conference with Birkbeck College, and I spoke on the presumption then. What was interesting was the reaction of those people who actually remained in the hall after I was announced as a lawyer, because quite often when I speak in conferences where there are technicians present, when they find out I'm a lawyer, they just leave the room. It is a very familiar occurrence. And on one occasion in Nice, I was supposed to speak for 45 minutes, but in fact, the chairman allowed somebody to overrun. So I eventually spoke for half an hour, and he did actually apologize to me afterwards. Because I had to reduce my time to 30 minutes because it was getting on for coffee, and you don't interrupt coffee, not for any circumstances. And he realized the importance of what I was saying and its relevance to the people in the room. That apart, I wrote a paper for Carl Flinders of Computer Weekly a few months ago. The name is, the title is "The Cause of the Post Office Horizon Scandal?" ? The Law Commission ? Judges ? Lawyers ? And as I said, that was for Computer Weekly. You'll find that on the Computer Weekly website. But in that article, I will repeat what I said as an introduction to this, and that is the Post Office Horizon IT inquiry has begun to expose the lies, mismanagement, racism, and disregard for the truth exhibited by the Post Office, including employees signing statements of truth that were not true. All of this, of course, has come out. And as far as I'm concerned, as a barrister who've been writing on this subject now since 2010, it is, although there are the people involved in the Post Office are obviously to blame as well, nevertheless, in my view, the judicial system, judges individually and barristers individually are also to blame. And this in particular is because in English law, there is a presumption that computers are reliable. And for those of you who wish to download the 2017 PDF of my talk, you'll see the arguments there. I will be looking at this again in the light of the Post Office IT scandal this year, including looking at a very important recent paper by James Christie, which indicates that the Law Commission, between its 1995 report looking at the issues and its final report in 1997, recommended the presumption should be applied, which it duly was by the Blair government. It's a travesty of justice that a number of us were asked by the Ministry of Justice to produce some recommendations. They were produced. The link will be provided in my link when I give a talk, and they have also been ignored by the British government as well. So together with the blood scandal, the Post Office Horizon scandal is not only a scandal of politics and people, but it is also a scandal of the law. And I do not see any way that the judges and barristers and solicitors are going to change things, which is the most dispiriting thing of all. I will probably go to my grave knowing that this has never happened and will never happen. Whether or not it will be debatable. So in the context of the present 2014 conference for the EuSpRIG, this bears a significant relationship to the increasing use of what is misleadingly called artificial intelligence, which is really machine learning. And the problem is that most lawyers and judges don't understand how important they are to the whole process now.
Yeah, fascinating. I think the post office scandal is just beyond belief, really. The scale of it and the insistence that there was nothing wrong for such a long time just seems just beyond comprehension to me. So that sounds really exciting. We're really looking forward to hearing your talk. And I will see you in July.
Yes, thank you very much indeed. And let's hope that we're in a position to help people understand what is going wrong and to try and deal with it accordingly.
Yes, absolutely.